Hey. Jumbo Sacred Souls, thanks for taking the time to hear about my return to Ghana. Touching down in Ghana was more than just a return. It was a reconnection. For my wife and me, we've been there before. It's familiar soil. But this time, we had the joy and honor of bringing our daughters and extended family, including my sister and nephew. Watching our young ladies walk the ancestral path for the very first time, this trip was more than just a visit for them. You can tell it was an awakening. Of course, no words can fully hold the weight of what it felt like to walk inside those slave castles and dungeons, especially at Cape Coast Castle. We walked through the cold, dark cells where countless souls were weighted down by chains. They were stripped of their identity, but never their spirit. Then we stood at the door of no return and walked back through it as if we were trying to defile its name. Later that day, we journeyed inland to the site of the last bath. That's the river where our ancestors were washed before being sold into slavery. The silence there was sacred. We wept, we prayed, we gave thanks for the endurance, and also give thanks for our return. But this journey wasn't just about sorrow. It was also about pride. You know, we had a chance to see how these, famous, beautiful TK beads are made, and the kente cloth and the weaving, and how that, how they develop the kente cloth. The Andrika symbols and all the grounds of the Shante Palace we had a chance to walk through. We saw creativity, resilience, and a whole lot of royalty. Then came day 5, where we were really honored, we were humbled, and so hopeful. Many of you know that 2 years ago, we planted a seed by creating a nonprofit organization called the Sankofa Foundation. Sankofa is an African symbol of a bird looking back over its shoulder, and it symbolizes go back and get it. And so this seed that we planted was a vision rooted in giving back, lifting up and creating sustainable opportunities in the very soil that birthed my ancestors. We went there to see the growth of this foundation. And what we witnessed was beyond words. From the vibrant singing and dancing that welcomed us when we first walked in, to the heartfelt words of thanks spoken by the local king himself. This trip was just a beautiful reminder that purpose and partnership can create real change. I was honored to be interviewed by the local media, and even more honored by what I saw with my own 2 eyes. One of it was the progress of the technology center that we're building there, giving youth access to tools to reconnect them to the world. Many of them have never even used the internet before. They even named the Culture Center after yours truly, calling it the Papa Kwaku Ababu Hall. That's my African name, meaning the good man who came back home. There was also a dedication of a new school bus, ensuring that they could, reach their classrooms safely and with dignity. Inside the technology center, they have what they call a Trueberry. It's like a library, right? But they call it the Trueberry because it's telling the truth. Ain't no lies in this Trueberry. We visited the apprenticeship program that we support, where they made all the ladies in our group handmade African dresses. What began as a dream is becoming a living, breathing community of hope and progress. I'm feeling proud, I'm feeling honored, I'm feeling humbled, but most importantly, I left feeling committed. It blew my mind because it felt like in the 2 years with the Sankofa Foundation, I was able, with the help of community and our board, to do more work than I feel like I've done in 15 years working in government. The next day, the village wanted to give back to wifey and I. They heard that we were celebrating our 25-year anniversary. As a result, we were honored to have an African renewal wedding hosted by the king and the village. This was coming to America with dancers, music, performances, blessing, exchanging of vows, cutting of the cake, full African attire. We felt like king and queens. With our daughters there to witness and family and friends, there could not have been a greater ending to this homecoming. Also, our oldest daughter, Mia, was celebrating her 23rd birthday, and Sydney, was celebrating her 21st birthday. So there was just a lot of celebration. Everyone celebrated with them, and there was a whole bunch of jubilee. On the final day in Ghana was nothing short of magical as well. We had the honor of celebrating the Adina Bakatu Festival of 2025. It's a beautiful, vibrant tradition that marks the opening of the fishing season and celebrates the blessing of the river. Our family joined the colorful procession parading through the streets of Elmina behind the king of Itre, side by side with the entire village. Drums pounded, dancers leaped, the energy was electric, and the pride and history and unity was something to behold. It felt more like a celebration. It was a homecoming, a connection, and something deeper than words can express. And as the sun set on that final day, our hearts were full. Grateful for the moment and every lesson and every embrace that Ghana gave us. Ghana, thank you for welcoming us with open arms and open hearts. We have been inspired, humbled, and we are forever connected. Thanks, y'all, for allowing me to share my experience with you all.